Hello, everybody. Welcome to this week's X Factor with the Crypto Hipster, where I basically walk you around the world in news events that has happened during the week. And for this week, it is from Monday, September 5 through Friday, September 9, 2022. And we start off with really a tribute to a wonderful woman. Uh, Yesterday, Queen Elizabeth II passed away. Um, she had a wonderful life and was an amazing person, and the world is going to miss her. And in crypto, we dedicate and we make things. We honor great people by creating meme coins and NFTs. And so, crypto markets around the world have seen a flood of Queen Elizabeth memories, meme coins, and NFTs after her passing yesterday. It really become flooded with more than 40 new Queen related meme coins and hundreds of new NFTs, non fungible tokens. The new tokens launched on decentralized exchanges, on the BNB, this Binance Smart Chain, and Ethereum over the last day. And they include some interesting names such as Queen Elizabeth Inu, which is like kind of like Shiba Inu, Save the Queen, Queen, Queen Dodge or Doge, like Dogecoin, London Bridge is down, and RIP Queen Elizabeth. We honor the passing of Queen Elizabeth II. Long live the Queen. So, staying with the global theme here, that was a global event, not just an event in the UK. That was a global event. Now, everyone is talking about the new Ethereum merge. A new report reveals the most interested countries in the new upcoming ETH merge. That report is released by CoinGecko, and it uncovered the places around the world that are most interested. Number one place is Singapore. Singapore scored 100 points on their rating scale higher than the second place nations, Switzerland and Canada. Germany came in fourth, and then the US and the Netherlands. The scoring system that was implemented determined through frequency of internet search items such as Ethereum merge, ETH merge, and Ethereum POW, which is proof of work, among many others. So good for you, Singapore. Crypto is global, and so what are your thoughts on what's going to happen with this new ETH merge? Um, what do you expect? So going to the USA, GameStop has doubled down on crypto amid new partnership with FTX US. Gaming retailer GameStop is partnering with FTX US to bring more customers to crypto and to work together on online marketing initiatives. The gaming retailer noted that the new partnership will introduce GameStop's customers into the FTX ecosystem, including its marketplaces for digital assets, while also seeing the retailer become FTX's preferred retail partner in the US. The partnership will also see certain GameStop retail stores carrying FTX gift cards. In its second quarter earnings call, GameStop CEO Matt Furlong said the new deal is aimed at establishing something unique in the retail space. That's pretty good news. And staying in the US, in not so good, maybe okay news, Voyager Digital Assets auction is set for September 13th, which is Tuesday, um, after being rescheduled from August. Bankrupt centralized crypto lender Voyager Digital filed a notice Tuesday with the U.S. Bankruptcy Court for the Southern District of New York, informing the court of its intention to hold an auction for its remaining assets. The auction is proposed to take place on September 13 at the Manhattan office of Digital Voyager's investment banker, Moelis and Company, with a hearing to approve the results on September 29th. Offers for the lender assets that have already been submitted um, will be on, I guess, on trial or on auction, the auction block here. So on July 22nd, FTX, we just talked about FTX, made an offer to buy all Voyager digital assets and digital asset loans, with the exception of loans to Three Arrows Capital, 3AC, which was out of Singapore. That offer was labeled as a lowball by the lender and rejected within days. Interesting. So, what are you looking forward to being sold off? Are you going to be part of the auction? You know, is there value there, and what is it? So, staying in the Americas and moving on to El Salvador. El Salvador has celebrated its Bitcoin anniversary amidst a year of up and downs on September 7th. 1 year since El Salvador became the first country to adopt Bitcoin as legal tender by enforcing their Bitcoin law. Advocating for Bitcoin as legal tender was President Nayib Bukele. He promised that Bitcoin adoption would benefit the 70% of the local population that lacked access to banking services as of 2021. The El Salvadorian government also touted Bitcoin as a tool to attract foreign investment, create new jobs, and cut reliance on the US dollar in the country's economy. El Salvador's first Bitcoin anniversary comes amid 60% drop in the Bitcoin price, which was 60,000 last year, is now around 20. But that doesn't mean that this has been a failed experiment, like some articles uh, say, that are written by traditional economists and who want people to believe them, but couldn't be any, further from reality. So, anyway, excuse me one moment. I really have to do an embarrassing sneeze. Let me get my hanky. One moment. Okay, sorry about that. In Europe, we move on to Europe now, and it is the UK. The UK Economic Security commits to make the country a crypto hub under its new Prime Minister. Richard Fuller, the Economic Secretary to the Treasury, said the government wants the United Kingdom to be the dominant global hub for crypto technologies. In a parliamentary debate on crypto asset regulation in the UK on Wednesday, Fuller spoke in favor of powerful use cases for the cryptocurrency and blockchain technology, including using distributed ledger technology for customs and international trade, and for storing medical records. Alexander Stafford, the parliamentary private secretary to newly elected Prime Minister Liz Truss, added the Prime Minister reaffirmed her commitment to providing internet connectivity for UK residents, which could allow access to buying, selling, and mining crypto. As crypto technologies grow in significance, the UK government is seeking ways to achieve global competitive advantage for the United Kingdom, Fuller said. And I know, and I've seen, there are some UK investments going into El Salvador, which enjoyed its 1 year anniversary and was not a failed experiment. Checking my hanky again. Uh, Staying in the UK, the new finance minister Kwasi Kwarteng leaves crypto policy in the UK unclear. While serving as the Secretary of State for Business, Energy, and Industrial Strategy, prior Finance Minister Nadim Sawahi was part of a department suggesting support for blockchain technology in 2021. Recently elected Conservative Party leader and Prime Minister Liz Truss appointed Kwasi Kwarteng as the country's newest Chancellor of the Exchequer, or Chief Financial Minister. According to a June 2021 report on UK's innovation strategy from the Department of Business, Energy and Industrial Strategy, blockchain technology had transformative potential, and they cited the ability to build trust in digital services. So, although they're saying it's unclear, it seems clear to me they're going to be doing something and doing something positive. Staying in Europe, Russia. Russia government is working on stablecoin settlement platform between friendly nations to them. Russia's finance ministry has reportedly begun working with the governments of what they call friendly nations to establish a cross-border stablecoin-based payments platform. According to a Tuesday report from Russia's state-owned news agency TASS, Deputy Finance Minister Alexei Moisev said the government was looking to create the settlement platform to avoid the use of US dollars and euros. The finance minister reportedly said the Russian government would need to impose additional regulations to enact the platform between itself and friendly nations, possibly including China, Belarus, and North Korea. Russia has been the target of severe sanctions imposed by the US and European Union following the country's invasion of Ukraine in February. I don't, I'm not going to give you my opinion. My question is this: where do you sit on whether you see those countries as friendly? If you're in the US, you don't. If you're in Europe, Western Europe, and Ukraine, you don't. So, um, what's the definition of friendly? Anyway, we move on to Asia. Thailand. Thailand Security and Exchange Commission, SEC there, Thai SEC, has accused crypto exchange ZipMex and its co-founder Akalarp Yimwali of non-compliance with local laws and referred the matter to the police. In a Wednesday announcement, the Thai SEC alleged ZipMex had not provided information on digital wallets and crypto transactions in compliance with the country's Digital Assets Act. The regulator claimed that both Akalarp and the exchange forwarded incomplete information outside of an approved time frame without providing a reasonable or cause or excuse. The SEC has accused ZipMex and Mr. Ecklarp to the Cyber Crime Investigation Bureau to consider further legal action. FUD or non-FUD? And if it's FUD, is it really good FUD? So um, that's my question. Staying in Southeast Asia, South Korea. South Korean regulators to prepare guidelines for security tokens in 2022. They're looking really good over there in South Korea, by the way, right now. Guidelines for security tokens in South Korea will be announced by the end of the year. Simultaneously, the pilot market with a regulatory sandbox will be launched before the formal institutionalization. Chief South Korean financial regulator, the Financial Services Commission, published a report with the results of a joint policy seminar held together with the Financial Supervisory Service, Korea Exchange, Korea Securities Depository, and the Capital Market Research Institute. The stakeholders gathered to discuss further national strategy on security tokens issuance and distribution. As the current capital market on an electronic security system in the country doesn't include any legal definitions of non-standardized securities, crypto, those issued by a blockchain, the FSC deemed it was necessary to draft separate guidelines in order to support the sound development of the market and industry. The FSC will prepare and announce the guidelines for security tokens in the fourth quarter of 2022. They're going to do in one quarter what the US SEC hasn't been able to do in half a decade. Anyway, after that, it will proceed with establishing the security token discipline system in South Korea through revisions of existing legislations. such as the Electronic Securities Act and Capital Market Act. That's a handful, that's a mouthful. Um, what are your thoughts on building out crypto through South Korea and then becoming the leader in this space or one of the leaders? Um, what are your thoughts? Then we move to the north. We move a little north of North Korea. Blockchain analytics firm Chain Analysis and the U.S. law enforcement recovered $30 million in stolen crypto from the North Korea link hack on Ronin, the main blockchain for the Web3 play to earn game Axie Infinity. The recovery occurred nearly 6 months after North Korean hackers, which were part of the Lazarus group, hacked 5 of the 9 validator keys on the Ethereum blockchain sidechain. On the Ethereum sidechain, um, at the time of the heist, 173,600 ETH, which was worth about $600 million, um, were stolen, plus 25.5 million USDC, which was worth 25.5 million US dollar. 30 million in stolen funds were recovered through using chain analysis blockchain tracking tools, which are really strong tracking tools. They got really strong tools there. They're an amazing company. They've helped many research efforts globally, and they were able to see where the funds were laundered. Politicians in the U.S. say that crypto is used by criminals, money launderers, whatever, drug dealers, but that's not true. They use dollars more because dollars can't be traced. Everything on the blockchain can be traced. What are your thoughts? Let us know. That wraps up this week's highlights from around the world. Join us every Friday morning for the X Factor with the Crypto Hipster. Have a beautiful and wonderful weekend. And thank you for listening.